What's going on, YouTube? All right, so I'm just doing a quick video here inside the trailer. You can see behind me, it's all reversed because I'm in the selfie cam anyways. So this week is going to mark the 3 years since I've had this trailer. So 3 years, or maybe no, yeah, I think it's like the last week of February, first week of March. So yeah, we're almost there. So 3 years of having this. Man. So we're gonna go. I'm still obviously tearing into it, basically for doing my electrical, but I wanted to kind of give you guys a shout, let you guys see like the progression of this thing, what I would do different, what I would just keep the same, what's next down the road, who knows, right? So yeah, so I know there's not much content out there about, which kind of trailer you should get. What if I had to do it again, would I do it, what would I change over? Stuff like that. So stick with it. I've got a bunch of pictures, so I'll just do a voiceover so you guys can see, the progression of it and what I would change, and what I wouldn't. Absolutely. So let's get into it. All right, so here's the trailer when I first bought it. 7x16 all aluminum, 6'8" interior height. I think it's just around 2,000 pounds empty weight. It did have, you'll see here in a second, but it did have the plywood floors treated underneath. Exactly what I wanted. This was actually on sale. I think I bought this for, actually I know exactly, that's $6,800 and change. Cash out the door. No ladder rack, ramp door in the back. This is pretty much what I wanted. The V-nose is actually a little extra square feet inside. That's the ramp door in the back. I knew I wanted a ramp door. I would definitely do a ramp door again. It just makes everything easier. Yeah, you can butt your trailer up if you have the doors, but no, this is fantastic. I would do a single color. I wouldn't do this two-tone, just for graphics and everything like that. I wouldn't do it again. I'd do a single color trailer. Here it is when I got it back into the driveway for the first time. It's the only time it looks this clean. It's not even remotely close, for sure. And then I put it to work right away. Here's a Milwaukee 46-inch tool chest in there. Did not handle trailer life very well. We'll get into that later. But I had to put it to work because we had to go to work. So here I am throwing everything in there. Whatever I have is chucked in there, and it just sloshes around. So, I mean, I knew I was going to actually, build this out to what I needed, but I had to get to work. We had jobs, so we got it and threw it, threw my stuff in there, and here we go. You can see the, tool bags and, data cable up front and the tough system on the left right there. So here I am actually. A couple things, you just trying it out. I have the ladder attached on the left side and everything's on the ground because there's no shelving or anything like that. So table saw, all that good stuff. So I threw it in there so I have a walkway kind of mapping stuff out, but at the same time working out of it to see what I like. Here's a tough system on the right with the racking, which is obviously one of my best things I've had. Is still to this day on the trailer itself. Tool chest is in there, and I got some more shelving. This is just some cable in the V-nose, trying to figure out how to use the V-nose efficiently. Still trying to figure that out. So, but it is nice. I would say if I do get another trailer, it's going to be a flat nose up front just because. And just the tough system in the back. I will say the back bounces around, so I did end up moving this because it did break a few arms because of how much bouncing it does with the weight, but tough system's fantastic. It helped me keep me organized right off the get-go, and a great investment. First little shelf I built for it up next to the front door, just to kind of get some stuff organized and stop. It was a washing machine just throwing everything around when I'm driving down the street. So this helped me get a little organized, which was great. I did repurpose this wood later on, but I knew I wanted birch. And there's a mess, right? So this is after some work, threw some ladders in there, just, get home. Everybody's been there, right? So you can see on the top left, I did mount the table saw up there. Eventually, I stopped doing that because it did bounce off one time. It was just on some hooks. And, hitting a bump and stuff, it did bounce down. I think I broke a fence, so it didn't get up. It didn't stay up there for sure because I didn't want to spend money on another fence. It's not good. So here's my first little iteration of, trying to mount in impacts and drills and everything on the side just for quick access. This actually worked out pretty well. I knew I wanted, no boxes or anything like that. So it did work out pretty good. This is the nose again. You can see some more tools. All Gen 1 impacts, looks like Gen 2 drills from Milwaukee, Gen 1 drills. All right, first iteration of the charging system. Obviously I'm completely cordless, so here is, my first spot doing everything. I knew I was eventually going to do this anyway. I just didn't know where I wanted to put it in the first place. So nose was obviously the first choice because of what I do up in the front anyways. So another picture up front, more tools, the toolbox. I did enjoy the Milwaukee toolbox up there. You have to lock it. There's no actual regular locking mechanism, so you have to lock it if you want to keep the drawers closed. But it was pretty nice up there. Awesome rolling tool box plans from Ron Polk. So let the fun begin. So I will say, it is. If you have the time, just buy the trailer and build it out first. If you have the time, spend 2 weeks or a week or whatever you got, build the trailer out first. Toolbox comes out, those drawers are broken. The bouncing down the road just killed all the drawers. All the ball bearings fell of like 4 or 5 drawers. I did sell this box, which I do regret because it's a fantastic box. I want to buy another one because for my home itself. So it was awesome. Here's my my drawers. These are the dados for the drawers. Just trying to get it situated. Finding out exactly what I wanted to do with them and throwing the shelving in. And I actually used these shelvings without the actual drawers because I was working out of it at the same time. So I just throw stuff in there, go down the road, do a job, and then at whatever free time I had, I'd build these drawers out. So you can see on top, I'd still use it all for, there's some drywall stuff there, painting. I just try to work out of it as I'm working on it for sure. Here's where the tough system put it in the corner here. Didn't last very long up here because of storage, but I was just trying to test it out. So again, working out of it. Got the Milwaukee miter saw up top. Now it did stay there for a minute because if it fell down, it fell onto the actual drawer top right there. So, but it didn't last very long because here we go. Here's the new charging station that I was trying to build out, trying to figure everything out and put it up. And here you go. That's where it stayed for, I think, probably 2 years, pretty close to 2 years. And batteries, storage, drawers. Having the drawers in was fantastic. I was just threw stuff in there. You can see plumbing stuff. You just whatever I need to, I can just kind of get stuff organized. So, getting the lighting situated a little bit. Puck lights, stuff like that. You can see the miter saw on the right. That didn't stay there. That miter saw stand didn't last very long, and I still have the Makita miter saw. That's a 10-inch. That's my baby. Dados for the long drawers. I knew I needed more storage on the right side of the trailer, on the passenger side of the trailer, and this is me building it out, the first iteration of it. This worked out pretty good, actually. I like it. This is what's on the Ultimate Tool Trailer video. This is the storage system. So, just working it out, modifying the Polk's plans to my liking, and just kind of making it go. This is the tool cubby storage, which is every tool trailer is going to have that. More tool trailer storage on the right side, the miter saws or the table saws and the miter saw with the blower and chainsaw up there. So that's basically, I don't have any of those DeWalt nailers anymore. So, but this is just me trying to get to work and going stuff. I didn't have time to cut all those out and build them out because I was working. Here is I thought I was going to have a workstation inside the tool trailer, so I built a little slide for the miter saw stand. And on some drawers, ball bearings, and it slid out, and you can cut stuff if you want to. It was stable, but obviously I work inside houses and stuff, so the miter saw always kind of be lifted up and put in there. So that didn't last very long. There's the tough system where it sits today. That is still where it's at. That's where it's going to be because it's awesome there. It's working out great. There's my daughter, a couple months old. So. That's the drawers. She's just sitting in there and kind of seen the sizes, and I've since obviously redesigned those a little wider. Miter saw blade, basically blade storage, circular blade storage. Inverter, it's going in the front of the nose, mounting it there, just running over the battery bank. There's a good picture of how it looks. There's the Polk's workbench on the right, on the bottom, everything how it was. charging station with the Hitachi charger I added. That worked out great. That's a great. And I tore out some drawers because I didn't want to use the aisle for miter saw storage with the actual stand. So I tore out a couple of bays of drawers and slapped that baby in there, and it's working out great. So there's a Polk workstation with me just trying to figure out how to store stuff efficiently. That's basically how it was. Tearing everything out on the passenger side because I knew I wanted to redesign for more long storage, deeper drawers, wider drawers, stuff like that. Not deeper, they're still 8 foot, but this is me widening up the drawers and putting level storage. Again, here's all the drawers, the level storage on the left, trying to figure stuff on the right side is all just long storage. All made out of birch, just in case you are wondering. And there, everything's completed. Got the drawer storage levels, stands. It's pretty much it. That took like 4 or 5 days. That was a lot of work. And here we go on the. All right, so yeah, ladder rack. This didn't come with the trailer, but I just did this last year. Fantastic. Now I will say you get the one with the ball bearings in the back for the rollers. It's absolutely worth it. Or buy the trailer with the ladder rack by the manufacturer that built the trailer anyway. It'll save you time, effort, all that stuff. Just have it. I do regret not doing that. This is just a picture of tools and stuff I was doing inventory last year. But yeah, get the trailer with the ladder rack if you can, like a contractor package, if you will. This is how it's set up. Prior to just recently, about a month ago, and I worked out of it for this for a while, years, or a year at least. So yeah, efficiency. I really enjoy the walkway down. I think there's like 38 inches in aisle width. So it's sufficient. It's another picture. I have the lighting underneath for the tool cubbies, and this is me tearing out the existing charging station to redesign it. This is recently here. It's electrical as well. Didn't need all the electrical outlets there. Just it's just research and development, right? So tearing it out, and it took a while for that. I had it installed there pretty nice. So just tearing out, just redesigning it, and then relaying out the charging station here. I got obviously 3 Milwaukees, the Makita, DeWalt, Hitachi, and Festool. And putting like this because I needed more battery storage. I needed a lot more battery storage because I run almost all cordless tools except for the sprayer and tile saw. So this is again me redesigning it. This is in the Awesome Rolling Toolbox plans, but I'm sure he had something like this in there. And I'm using magnets on the side to hold small bits and stuff like that. You can see right here, which is fine. I have it stuff a little bit more organized, working out of it still because I don't take any time off. So battery storage there. That's pretty much all my Milwaukee batteries. I think I have like 200 amp hours of batteries, or even more than that actually. But another old picture. I don't know why this one got in there, but it's in there. So if you guys want to take another look at the front of it or the back of the trailer. I added a light into the actual, the battery spot so I can see exactly what I need in there, and that's pretty much it. All right, and then basically, that's pretty much that's where the trailer stands right now, minus the front of it, which I'll show you once I'll do a complete trailer review and detailed tour of everything that I have there, again for like a tool trailer 2.0. But right now this is about as far as we're gonna get with this video. It's been working great. I would highly recommend you guys basically taking your time and building it out. All right, so going back to this photo, a couple things I would do is take the time to build it out. Just take a week off if you have to, just to build it out how you want to, lay everything out or work out of it like I did. And now you know exactly what you need, what works, what doesn't work. Would definitely recommend going, this is a 7,000 pound trailer, would recommend going at least 8 to 10,000 pounds if you can with the axles. Aluminum's, for me, is the way to go. I wouldn't buy a steel or metal one for rusting and the capacity itself. And here's a quick look at what I've got going on with the charging system now. Just a kind of a teaser pick. I have the rocker switches, the battery monitor, and I have the Ames controller right there. So that's what I'm working on, but that's for another video, for sure. It's another video. Anyways, back, this is how basically I started out, working on the back of a transit van in I think 2015, circa around that time. So I knew I wanted to be organized, but here you can see the DirecTV cable reels on the right. I still have my tough system because that was what I wanted for sure. I will say I did have a Milwaukee pack out, but as soon as I saw the tough system racking system, I knew I wanted that, and I know the Milwaukee tough system or Milwaukee pack out does not have a racking system for walls that is efficient or good use of space. They have it, but it's you lay it flat on the walls. It's kind of not meant for van or tool trailers or anything. It's meant for just garage storage. So anyways, keep on the trailer itself, 6'6" interior height or better, I would say, is a minimum. And I would say on the floors, get it treated, do something with the floors to make sure you're weatherproofing it. Underneath and on top, where you can see here it's just plain plywood, but underneath is actually treated on this trailer. Do that as well. On the walls, insulate. I would have took all these panels down and insulated the trailer itself, walls and ceiling. I would do that again. And then the exterior, buy it with the ladder rack if you can, contractor package. I would love the side door. I know some don't like the side door, but it's actually invaluable to me because I don't need to pull down the ramp every time. I can just easy access, keeps it warm or cool depending on how I'm using it at the time. And I would say definitely get better than load range C tires. Get something DHG, the best tires you can get with this, because they take a beating for sure. I think I replace like 6 to 8 tires a year on this thing. So anyways, that's all I've got for this video, you guys. You can see the toolbox up front didn't last very long. It was great, but it didn't last very long because it's not made to be bounced down the road. So one of the mistakes I made. No problems with the failures of any joists. These are all 16-ounce center construction, all aluminum. It does have a little more bracing with it as well. It's been a great trailer. It's been a great ride. Like and subscribe, you guys. I'll see you in the next video. I've got a complete review coming up as well once I have everything taken care of, but I'll see you then. Thanks.